This is how I walk. Alright, what are we doing here? Truman, out past the rings. What? What are you... Is that a camera? Shit. Alright, well, if you thought this was the Truman Show, you'd be correct, but also not, because this is Out Past the Rings, Volume 71, where we're talking about Truman and the Madwai tape that came out in May of 2017 on Zegma Beach Records and Middleman Records. This is not a Jim Carrey movie reference, by the way. It is an Indian summer song reference that I didn't realize till, a few months after I found out about the band's existence. But my mind definitely went to the movie first. So, how does this one even start? Pretty sure it was Mitchie started sending me Truman stuff when their 2-song EP came out. I remember seeing the name and seeing the art and thinking it was going to be like some twinkly whatever, and I heard it and it was really screamy, and I was like, whoa, this is really good. So I got really into that 2-song EP, and by the time... oh, they had something else that came up before this, like a 6 or 7 song EP, which was also fantastic. So at that point I was like, Truman's the greatest! And Mitchie sent me this EP while it was still getting mixed and mastered, because I remember I heard different versions before, or maybe like the violin was at different volumes. I don't know. This is irrelevant information. Anyway, I got to release it. Super stoked on that. Sean Decker from Middleman also got to release it, so I'm sure they're also very stoked. It's really a phenomenal EP. You've got... well, if you didn't know, Mitchie also plays in Gift from God, so there, as well as a plethora of other bands, but that's like kind of the main one that ties to ZBR as well. Benson, the bass player and vocalist, Mitchie did guitar and vocals. Benson almost became the Gift from God second vocalist with Mitchie at one point, but then had to move away from Richmond, so that never happened either. I haven't really heard much from Benson since the move, which is too bad, because those two, along with Dylan, made up Truman, which it's pretty incredible to hear it and be like, wow, this is only 3 people making all of this noise. But I guess it makes it a little easier when 2 or 3 members are not only doing guitar and bass, but also vocals. So there you go. Really high, super shrieky stuff. This is kind of like pre-blackened screamo, or whatever one is calling it nowadays. This was just like, hey, here's some really sick Richmond, Virginia style screamo in the vein of Gift from God, but like way slower, much more drawn out, kind of like a City of Caterpillar vibe to it, I guess. But still very, very shrieky. Got a bit of an emo violence feel to it, and when it goes, it goes. And the violin in the final track is also just a beautiful way to end it. The 3 songs are pretty lengthy too. They equal up to, what's that, 17 minutes. So, yeah. I think I said we did 175 copies. All of them are on white. Now, I can't speak for Middleman and the band, but I mean, like, I wrote on all the tapes for the ZBR versions, and I believe they all did the same. So they're probably going to look a tad different due to that, depending on who you got them from. Now, I will also come clean, and I will say that this was my first time, well, I guess it was my second time, really doing J cards. And I was like, I can do the J cards, and I'll save us some money. And to be completely honest with you, I don't feel like I did a very good job. I didn't have them sized properly. I didn't have my own printer. I mean, they still look okay, but considering the J cards I do now, I remember seeing like lines at the top and stuff. I was very frustrated with myself. Anyway, the art is super awesome. It's got a little fold-out deal there. I believe Mitchie did all of that as well. What else is there to even say about it? I still have some. Not too many left. Maybe like 20 copies? 15 to 20 copies? But, I mean, honestly, I don't know why this didn't do better than it did. I bet if we released... There's another one where, like, if we released it today, I bet people would be like, oh my god, this is amazing! Well, let's just pretend it was released today. Go listen to it, you'll be like, oh my god, this is amazing. That was well done. All right, we'll stop there. ZBR072 is the Subjects Rulers 8-song cassette that I helped release. Before we move into big territory. But yeah, I guess until then.